There are many places which speak volumes of our ancient traditions and culture. And one such place lies in our own backyard, just 60 kilometers from Bangalore. This is Shivarapatna, home to the Vishwakarmas, who are supposed to be descendants of Vishwakarman, the architect of the universe. More important, this village is home to one of the most popular and celebrated forms of sculpting. Shivarapatna dates back to the time of the Western Ganga dynasty, who ruled from Kolar district where the village is located. The village itself is named after a local chieftain who encouraged stone art during the rule of the Gangas. For more than 1,500 years, the Vishwakarmas have been molding shapeless boulders into statues and idols, which are now worshipped in temples across the country. For the 2,000-odd people of Shivarapatna, sculpting has been the source of income for generations. Initially, it was only the Vishwakarmas who practiced idol making, but now the art has passed on to the villagers of other castes who also have their own workshops and practice the Vishwakarma style. Training to become a sculptor starts at a very young age. It requires rigorous practice and strict discipline and dedication. Sculpting is not all about chipping away at stone randomly. This form of sculpting is a Shastra, a science requiring precision and technique. Every sculptor carries a book titled the Shilpa Shastra, which is his Bible when it comes to carving idols. It is his reference book and is essential as his ancestors have documented every process involved in making a sculpture. Shilpa Shastra illustrates the scientific anatomy of the human body and includes measurements of every limb and the size of the idol. So famous is the sculpture of this village, which is barely a square kilometer in area, that the idols now adorn the sanctum sanctorums of temples in Varanasi, Kashi and West Bengal. But behind all this rich history and tradition is a story of hardship and suffering. The artisans of today have to survive in a world where money does most of the talking, with the government making their usual empty promises and competition from neighboring villages who have suddenly taken to sculpting, cashing in on Shivarapatna's fame, plus the ill effects of globalization itself. It is not just the artisan who suffers, but the art itself. Shivarapatna's youngsters add to the problems. Most of them are not keen on taking up the chisel for a living. The reasons being bad pay and the aspiration to settle in a city. Bhaskar Acharya, who has been sculpting stone for 25 years, is firm when he says that he does not want his son to follow in his footsteps.
ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ನಮಗೇನಾದರೂ ಪ್ರೋತ್ಸಾಹ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಮಗೆ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಒಂದು ಗಣಿಗಾರಿಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ನಮಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಮುಂದಿನ ಮಕ್ಕಳಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತು ನಮ್ಮ ಈಗಿರೋ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಗಳಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಅನುಕೂಲ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇದೇ ಥರ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದೆ ಆದರೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಈ ಶಿಲ್ಪಿಕಲೆ ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
So who will practice the art after the Vishwakarma elders are gone? A question that is worrying in its seriousness. The state government too is not helping the artisans' cause. In a recent move, the government has decided to make Shivarapatna a heritage site.
Heritage buildings ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಯಾವ heritage ಇದು ಸೇಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿನೇ ಇದೆ ಶಿವರಪಟ್ಟಣ. ಯಾವ heritage ಇದು ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ.
The artisans spent a lot from their own pocket right from bringing a stone to the workshop to selling their sculpture.
ನಾವು ಮೈಸೂರು HD ಕೋಟೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, 700 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಕ್ವೇರ್ ಫೀಟ್ ತೊಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಲಾರಿ ಬರೋದು ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟರ್ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ, ಪೊಲೀಸರು ಹಿಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ, ಚೆಕ್ ಪೋಸ್ಟು. ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರೋದು 1200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಒಂದು ಚದರಡಿ ಕಲ್ಲಿಗಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 1200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಒಂದಡಿ ವಿಗ್ರಹ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಕುಣ್ಣಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದರೆ ಒಂದಡಿ ಗಣಪತಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಅವ್ರು ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ 1500 ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1200 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ನಾವು ಕಲ್ಲು ಕೊಟ್ಟು ನಾವು 300 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಕೂಲಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೂ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ನಮಗೆ ಕಲ್ಲಿಂದ ಬಹಳಷ್ಟು ಅನಾನುಕೂಲ ಆಗಿದೆ. ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅವರು ನಮಗೆ ಹೋಗಿ ನಾವು ಯಡಿಯೂರಪ್ಪನವರು ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೇವೆ, ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಶಿವಾರಪಟ್ಟೆ ಗಮನ ಹರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ.
The government had built houses for the artisans, but this was 20 years ago. The constant power cuts have not helped their cause either. The artisans have been forced to catch up with technology thanks to the competition, but all the equipment required to work with stone falls very much outside their budget. Due to high labor costs, the artisan could not transport their finished work to the city and have to depend on buyers coming to Shivarapatna. The fast-growing trend of using the glory of art to make bucket loads of money has also weakened the hands of the sculptors. For the proud Vishwakarma people, stone carving is a treasure, their tribute to their maker, Vishwakarman. Sculptures lie strewn all across the village, uncared for and collecting dust in dark rooms. A sign of suffering rather than pride to the artisan who has put in his heart and soul to bring life to a stone. This is the story of Shivarapatna, once a hustling, bustling center of architecture, now as silent as the mountains surrounding it.
ಕಲ್ಲೋಡಲ್ಲ ರೇಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ನಮ್ಮ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಪಟ್ಟಾಗ ಬಂಡವಾಳ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ನಮಗೆ ಹೊಸಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಫುಲ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೂ ನಮಗೆ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಉತ್ತೇಜನ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಬೇಕು ಮಾಡೋದು ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. ಮೇನ್ ತೊಂದರೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಕಲೆ ಇನ್ನು ಬೆಳಿ लेना जल्दी से, ये ऐसे ले ले पूरा।